Okay, here, boring sales candidates. I got a lot of sales stuff to start off with. He says, I am working on hiring new enterprise account executives. The feedback I keep getting on my candidates from the hiring managers is they're too low energy or too boring. I think one of my candidates is perfect in every way, but the hiring manager says he's boring. How do I measure boringness? To me, the guy's very pleasant, and I don't find him boring. What should this recruiter do?
Probably not send him in. I mean, you got to know your client. If your client wants loud and boisterous, that's what you send in.
Okay, this guy says it's a great candidate. Go ahead, Ernie.
Even if you do send in loud and boisterous and they're saying they're not, something's wrong. And you got to figure that out. And you got to figure out whether you want to waste your time doing.
Well, he didn't say this guy was loud and boisterous. He said he's not boring. That might be something completely different. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, listen, who's the guy that's like, Bueller kind of guy? I mean, he's not boring, but he's not exciting. You know.
Hold on a second.
That's a great example.
Thank you.
Rich, wouldn't you try to educate your client and say, this is a great candidate, and I'm going to tell you why. He doesn't have to fit any kind of stereotype like we were just talking about of an energetic salesman.
Yeah, but that company, that's their thing. I mean, it's annoying, but you got to learn what their thing is, and it doesn't matter what you and I like. It matters what the client likes.
Okay, but
the second point to that is you got to look at the recruiter, and if the recruiter is boring as hell,
yep,
anybody is exciting.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And all of us in sales, we all attract like-minded clients and candidates for that matter. That's who you're going to associate to. That's who's going to gravitate towards you. If you're a boring recruiter, you're going to find boring candidates more often than not. I mean, it's just a fact.
No, that's absurd. Okay,
that is not absurd. That is sales 101. You attract what you're like. If you're a jerk, you're going to attract jerks.
No, you're not attracting them. You're going out and finding them. You're finding people with qualifications.
You're evaluating them. But if you're boring and you hear somebody go, "Hi, how are you?" He goes, "Oh, he's exciting."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I agree. The person might not be able to assess a personality, but he can assess the qualifications. But
you got to be able to assess the personality too. Culture's everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Rich lets some idiot get away with that.
It's not my call. I yell at them. I can say whatever I want. It's not going to change certain people. Certain people I can get them to change. Certain people you can't. I wish I had this magical power you think I have.
and tell you, this is a very traumatic show for me. With Rich is coming with these confessions, I start thinking there is no God. Okay. If there's no one in the world who can talk these idiots into being reasonable, I mean, like, what are we fated to? He won't hire somebody because he's not energetic. I don't get it.
I have lost more deals this year for stupidity than I can count them, unfortunately. But I've lost a ton of deals this year already because of stupidity But I mean, I've lost deals this year that boggle my mind. The level of stupidity, but certain clients, hey, this is what they're going to do. That's all you just got to learn to know what to send in. I could fight with them all day long, but it's not going to make me any money. So.
Okay, I want to hear from Gavin, the trainer, on all this stuff. I'm sort of losing track. First, we started off with the energetic guy. That's where it started. The boring salesman. Okay. Do you think, what would you do in that situation? Would you go back and talk? See, you're in a placing contract people in a tech jobs. Maybe it's a little different, but in the scenario I gave you for an account executive, would you go back and try to educate that person?
Yeah, I definitely would try. But if you see that client is not going to budge because he's got some fixed ideas, as Rich says, you do not waste your time. You try it once, maybe you try it twice, and then you've learned your lesson. Yep. You know that there's a little box with the things that client puts in there as a definition of what he or she needs. You follow what's in that box, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, you don't have that guy as a client or that lady.
Exactly. Well, that's it. You got to figure out who you want to work with and who you don't. I mean, simple as that.